first time. We rush like fourth down.
I be taking wins, we don't mess with laws. I be taking wins, we don't mess with laws. I be taking wins, we don't mess with laws. I be taking wins, we don't mess with laws. We been on that paper chasing all that fashion. We been on that paper chasing what you ration.
Been in the grind now, we ready for prime time, ready for shine now, we ready to get smile. On the rise, all eyes up on us now. Blast off spaceships till the touchdown.
Energy level on high, put that trouble on fire. Double it down, I'ma spit it around. Click, clack, boom, we the best in town. Energy level on high, put that trouble on fire. Double it down, I'ma spit it around. Click, clack, boom, we the best in town. I started off the lowest point in life, though. I started off the lowest point in life, though. I started off the lowest point in life, though. I started off the lowest point in life, though. I started off the lowest point in life, though.
Oh, so ready to blow. Yo, check it out. It's been a crazy ProQuo show night. So what we doing, we back in the hotel. We're about to dip out in a little bit, but we wanted to give you a little of the ProQuo show, and especially what you see scrolling on the bottom. It says debut. And you know what that means? It's the debut, sort of the debut, because you can really catch it on Flash page, but it's the debut of somebody playing it and actually hitting play. So we got the debut of another F.L.Y-Style Friday anthem, the New York joint by Fly. Pros on that too. Pros on the hook. Hey, yo, who wrote that track? Who wrote that track? That's what I'm really wondering about. Like, who did the lyrics? Who's responsible for that? That's what I'm trying to find out. Like, I'm looking over there. I'm like, yo, I don't know who's responsible for that track. Yo, who's that?
We in the house.
There he is. There's Fly. So we got to tell him what went on, Fly. We got to tell him. So we were, if you didn't see it, and you probably didn't, but go over to our YouTube page, tinyurl.com/ the ProQuo show. And so we were only able to broadcast live on like 3 of our sources, none of them Facebook, which is like where over 1,000 of our views come from. So because we didn't go on time, because we were trying to bring it to you live, and we were at Pete's Grill, and Pete's Grill. You got any pictures of Pete's Grill on you?
Yeah,
we'll have to hold them up. But Pete's Grill's is dope little diner spot. And we went there for lunch, doing a lot of business work, and then we went there. We're like, yeah, we gotta do the ProQuo show live from there.
I have some Pete's Grill.
I know I got it in my
live video of Pete's Grill.
Yeah, we got a lot going on today. The theme of today has been a lot
going on.
Yeah, it's definitely good. I'm looking around I'm like, where did I put my phone? But my phone over there. No, I gotta find it. Anyways, I know I just moved it, but yo, that light's bright. Woo! Thanks, bro. So then we stumbled into, there was a comedy show there. We've been talking about, we gotta check out a comedy show, and it was actually one in the back of that restaurant. And so we did a second broadcast, and we were trying to capture that live, like kind of on the sneak tip. What it do, Legendary? And so we kind of went in there. We were letting the cameras run, and then we were talking to the comedians after, and that's running live. And I was like, "Yo, that might be scary." Like the real behind the scenes of a bunch of comics in there, and I was talking about my little comedy experience in there. Did like 16 shows. We're talking to these dope comedians, so shout out to them. But the spot's real dope, and we got more stuff to do. But we want to hit you with F.L.Y-Style Fridays. You want to intro it, man? Fly, you want to tell them about it? You in the background there.
I'm in the background right now. But on this F.L.Y-Style Friday, you know what time it is. The one and only Legendary Pro came to the A, came to the
Legendary is right. The real Legendary is right on the screen.
What up, fam?
Yes, sir.
My homie, little bro, JB.
We got some work for you, Legendary, coming up. We got some stuff in the works, man.
Shout out to my bro. So this F.L.Y-Style Friday is kind of special because it's directly linked to ProQuo, FCB, and us being in NYC this weekend. And so it's definitely an ode to New York, in our time here. So you definitely gonna appreciate it, man. So it's F.L.Y-Style Friday number 7, New York.
That's what it is, man. So without much further ado, we're gonna get you into that. What I will say about this track before we bring it up is that this was really like the mastermind of like a long time in the process, right? Like you were thinking about this for a good while. So like when did you know you wanted to do this?
When we first officially decided that, hey, you know, let's all meet up in NYC and move around, I said, you know what, it'd be a good idea, because I actually had stopped doing F.L.Y-Style Fridays. I was going to table it, chronicle it, the first six of them as one volume, and then do some other stuff in between, then pick back up at a different time. But I was like, you know what, this is the great opportunity to come back with a F.L.Y-Style Friday, and so, man, put it together, and here we are.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what went down. So we're gonna try to get into this. As we said, technical difficulties have been the story of the week. There's a preview in the background, and and so he kind of conceived of this like before, and he's like, man, I got to give the people some F.L.Y-Style Friday. So that's just a major look. So we're gonna try to get it to you in a moment. And after that, we got some more to do. But shout out to people who are checking us out. This one will actually broadcast sort of almost pop-up style to all our pages, so I know some of y'all can see it. I might kick myself out here for 1 minute to refresh this fly video, and then we'll get going, and we'll get right into it. So hold up, and we'll be right on. We'll be repping in New York. I have to get right back in. It's just so irritating when it does that. And we ready. We're gonna do what we're gonna do. F.L.Y-Style Friday coming to you via F.L.Y-Style page. And we repping New York. New York. You ready? We ready. Let's do it. F.L.Y-Style Fridays.
Hey, yo, Fly. You gotta tell them about the corners you posting up on. Why you up in NY right now? And where you from?
Mississippi mud on my feet, check the footprint. Walking through the valley of the shadows with the blueprint. Truth is, they ain't never heard nothing like this. Too fly with it, they can. On club where Christ is.
Hold on.
Flow got oil on it. At the alabaster, independent ground.
We gotta do this proper. I don't think we did it for
Hey,
proper.
DJ, bring that back.
DJ, bring it back. They were like, yo, bring that fire in. Let's try it again. We're going to share that audio correctly. We're going to give it to them like this. Boom.
Hey, yo, Fly. You gotta tell them about the corners you posting up on. Why you up in NY right now? And where you from?
Mississippi mud on my feet, check the footprint. Walking through the valley of the shadows with the blueprint. Truth is, they ain't never heard nothing like this. Too fly with it, they consider me a flight risk. Him by the hip, with my hitters, we tighten it. Summer got way too hot, so I iced it. Covered by the blood, I am calm in the crisis. That's because I'm club where Christ is. Flow got oil on it, at the alabaster. Independent grind, we out doing what we have to. Yeah, I'm saved, but don't tempt me. Back up. So don't give me some space like NASA. Yeah, I'm making a classic from a classic. Impact massive, making this a habit. FCB, we in NYC, mob deep. So you know I'm coming with the havoc. Yeah. And recipes prodigy. I've been in the hands of the potter like pottery. I don't beatbox, but you best believe I body beats. It's a man's world, but I really hate misogyny. Yeah, I'ma do it for the protege. F.L.Y-Style Friday, I'm back like shoulder blade. Skate through the city like the foreign on rollerblade. Looking presidential like I'm riding in a motorcade. First is solo, now I'm solo. Started off local, now I'm polar. They wanted each road, but I gave them Sosa. They wanted Sub-Zero, but I gave them something cold.
You know freedom is the corner in the brand when you reppin' in New York. New York. I'm from Mass, but you reppin' Mississippi on the corner in New York. New York. You know freedom is the corner in the brand when you reppin' in New York. New York. I'm from Mass, but you reppin' Mississippi on the corner in New York. New York. Yeah, fly. Forever lives Yahweh. Freedom Corner is the brand. My name is Pro. Y'all know about ProQuo.
I am the greatest of all times. Sonny Liston is too ugly to be the heavyweight champion of the world. The heavyweight champion of the world gotta be somebody like me. Oh, Muhammad Ali. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Rumble, young man, rumble.
Yes, sir.
Bless your heart.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Hey, yo, Fly.
We almost got to run that back.
You gotta tell them about the corners you posting up on while you up there.
You gotta tell them about that guy who was in the videos. You gotta tell them about you got listen.
Several things, man, that I had to talk about, man, and give some nods to, man, in the actual video. So of course, first thing is giving a nod to LD, aka Charlie, you know, FCB, the big homie, who we almost was able to make a Charlie sighting in the video, but I wasn't quite able to capture it.
Man, we have stills. I gotta find my
man, we got stills of Charlie, but we just couldn't get him in the video. So we got that. So that's number one. Number two would definitely be, if you notice, around the close to somewhere near the 1 minute and 15-second mark, where I'm talking about I don't beatbox, but I body beats. And you heard the so, you know, I sent the track to Pro, and I said, "Hey, bro,
who's that right there?
Steals of Charlie. That's Charlie, man.
That's Charlie and me.
Charlie is real. Charlie is real.
I look like
shout out to LD, man.
Yeah.
So I sent the track to Pro. I said, man, as he mentioned, you know, I had envisioned, like, you know, we're gonna be in NYC. We got to do something, you know, NYC related. So I sent the track to Pro and said, Pro, man, just do your thing. I didn't really give him much direction or anything. I just said, man, you know, it's a New York track. When you hear the beat, you know, automatically know, you know, what the song is. And so he put it together. And when I first listened to his portion of it, I didn't originally know he was beatboxing. Right? And so I had to lower the beat some and thought, I was like, man, this is actually super dope. So beatbox credit to the big homie Pro.
I was just telling him a few minutes ago, I was like, I need my beatbox credit. I didn't know you were gonna roll into it here, man. So,
beatbox credit to the homie, you know.
Yeah, man.
And so it was dope. I was actually like one of my favorite parts of the whole song. And so that the homie Vashawn,
yeah, shout out to him, man.
Yeah, Birmingham, Alabama. I think he told Vashawn Dixon. He's super cold, man. He's super cold. With
absolutely. Men's.
Been working with Charlie all weekend here in NY, getting some filming and stuff done. So that's been cold. So it's been an eventful few days, I guess.
I really wanted you to break it down though. Talk about your boy at the end of the video there, man.
So yeah, so you know, getting to the end of the video, we were standing outside. Of course, we were right outside. What was it, New Brunswick?
No, Greenwich Village.
Village, right? Legendary Greenwich Village. And
AKA the Village.
AKA the Village. And so we're standing out just chopping it up, just game planning and stuff like that, doing some filming and whatnot. And this guy walks up from doing a gig, and he has a guitar in his hand. I guess it probably was an acoustic.
Yeah,
and so, you know, we are, you know, both mutually interested in music all the time. So when we saw him with the guitar, I just kind of stopped him, was like, hey man, you know, then him and Pro started chopping it up and talking and discussing stuff. So we found out he had just did a show from up the street. And I don't know how we got to that point, but I remember saying, you know, I want to record you, because he had that real authentic New York accent, Italian, you know. And so of course the whole essence of what we were doing is just to try to capture New York, you know, in his natural state. And so he just embodied it, and he just went straight into quoting Ali. I had no idea. This was not scripted,
but your boy though, what they only see that video part. What they don't see is that dude kept talking to us for like 25 minutes.
Man,
after
like we almost was not able to get rid of him.
I stopped him. I was like, yo, hey, you play guitar, man. Like, how would your show go? And he was like telling us all about he was carrying a guitar case.
Yeah.
And like this dude was mad authentic. And he was just like, you know, so hopefully somehow this finds its way back to him. But he was just going on. He was talking about the Red Sox, the Yankee series, blah blah blah, rooting for the Red Sox because he doesn't want to look bad if the Red Sox get beaten up too badly in the playoffs. Right? I was like, I understand that. So yeah, he was a trip. He was as authentic as the slice.
He was authentic as the $3 slice of cheese pizza that Pro cannot stop talking about.
I just can't get over the fact that slices of pizza were only $3. Now $3 for a slice of cheese pizza is relatively expensive. It's like if you wouldn't walk into a regular pizza place and be like $3, that's cheap. But in New York City, everything's inflated.
We were pretty much in Manhattan. I mean, we were in Manhattan, not that far from Times Square and so forth to be $3. Yeah, but if we were in Mississippi and you told somebody
no one's getting that.
For a slice of pizza, they're gonna cuss you out.
No, I mean I got a piece of spinach pie the other day at a real authentic Italian place in DC, right in DC. Great spot. It's been there. I feel like it's been there since, I don't know, 60 years or something like that, right? So these little Italian people in there that running the thing. But I didn't even know. I'm Greek and we have spinach pie, and I didn't even know Italian people were eating spinach pie like that. So I was like, yo, it's good. I'll get that. And I saw it was $4. I was like, $4 for slice spinach. But you kind of expect it because it's homemade and it's, you know what I mean? But it's like
the nostalgia.
Yeah. So it was like, it wasn't out of line, and you know how much work goes into those things. They spend all day making all that stuff. But to see in New York with, the overpriced inflation capital of the world, I was just like, I was expecting them to say something crazy like $5,
Yeah.
But there's a lot of competition on the street, so it lowers the prices because there's a classic place right next to it or whatever too. So it's for people who do know hip hop, underground hip hop. It's right around where Greenwich Village is, as a lot of you may know. The street sort of takes a slant, cuts into what becomes the hard villages. People know the village, which can be kind of wild. Right there, right around that same neighborhood on the back side is one street over, and a few blocks up is where Fat Beats used to be. And so I was like, oh yeah, this is where Fat Beats is. And so it's just, there's so much history, man. It's just you would almost wish you were older to know like what was there before, the generation before,
But I mean, we was like what, 5 or 6 blocks from Wall Street?
But yeah, closer to 10, yeah. But parts, just depends on what you want to see. But yeah, that whole part is just all the way down in the end, kind of, and at the end of the Manhattan. But it's crazy because I've been coming out here since 93, bro. And
That's a long time.
Yeah, bro. I'm coming out since 93, not religiously, but 95, 96, 97, made a lot of trips, and then into the 2000s as well, and all that stuff, and and recently. And it's like we were talking about how Times Square has just continued to change and evolve, and it's just like a big candle now. I mean, I feel like it's brighter and brighter and brighter every year. Just a little creepy, you don't notice it, but when you look at it in retrospect, when I think of what it looked like in just relatively modern history of like the late 90s, you know what I'm saying? And we talk about that, that's like a generation back, and if you into those generation ideas, but it's like, imagine what it was like a generation before, a generation before. I mean, you can find all that stuff online, but I like those little corner places, that you can feel like, this little family has probably
trying
had
to hang on to that tradition,
trying to hang on so they're not wiped out by Walmart and Amazon, So
it was definitely dope, man. Shout out to Cocaine. What's up, man?
Yeah, man. Yo, we keep it,
bro.
Shut up, Cocaine. We keep it in Purell.
Official, unofficial.
Yeah, we did. We were good boys. We did COVID tests. We have vaccines. We had to have the little cards going into place or whatever. We were trying to do the due diligence. You know what I mean? And guess what? Fly doesn't have COVID. So I was like, yo. And he was like, yo, you don't have COVID. I was like, no, not yet anyways. No, there's nothing to joke about. We're trying to keep it all healthy and positive, but you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So that's the track, and we're sticking to it. We've been handling some business. Unfortunately, we got to be responsive to the social media, because that's how it's like the phone right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't know a lot of people's phones, and it could be overwhelming. And we're like, yo, gotta check this dog leash right here. See what's going on.
Right.
And yo, shout out to that man right there.
Yeah, my devotion to my phone though is like I refuse to be tied to social media, man. But I have a large immediate family, man, so I always make sure I'm available.
You've been on that phone, bro. You're a good dad, bro. That's what
I look forward to, man. I look forward to all my kids will attempt to call me individually, and so I had to make sure that I'm available for them. Wife is gonna call me, and she know I'm gonna call her, And so, yeah, man, staying connected, man. So that's the advantage of the leash, bro. It helps you stay connected to people you care about the most.
Yeah.
And so that's been the good side of it. Other than that, I don't be studying the phone, bro. I can sit it down and just walk off and forget about it. Really, man.
I'm with you.
But yeah, man, we still got some moves to make tonight. Make sure we capitalizing,
Yes, sir.
maximizing the opportunity, man. Shout out to Pete's for all their hospitality, man. They pretty much hosted us the entire day. I mean,
Pete's
like,
was definitely the unofficial
12 o'clock today.
sponsorship.
Yeah, Pete's get the plug. They had a spectacular diner, and in addition to that, man, like he said, man, we just stumbled into a comedy show that was just like, in the back, or was an extension of the show, was an extension of the diner. There was a patio,
Yes.
the indoor-outdoor patio.
Yes.
Yeah, this area is eclectic. Let's say that. Starting with this hotel that.
This hotel, we like to call it the 5-star La Quinta Inn, and maybe you can see some of the stylings of the 5-star La Quinta Inn behind us, And
it's 5 because of what, bro?
It's 5, How many stars, bro? It's 5, You just say bye. No, it's all good.
Oh man,
it's a good look. It really is. It's a good look, and first room didn't have a refrigerator that worked, and we weren't too upset about it. We were on the fence about whether we should
stay
switch
here,
the room. And the dude was like, "Hey, you are here 2 nights," and I was like, "Hey, if he feels that way, and he's a dude, he's like, yeah, I'll be right up. Let me come check it out." So he was like reaching in the back. He's like, "Nah, it's dead." And so he starts pulling out. He's like, "You know what? We just got to get you a new room." And so, I was with that. I was like, okay, check it out, see what you find. So he goes and does his thing, and he says, yeah, I got another room. And this is right when Fly's getting there. So Fly's coming in on the fly. And so literally, and I'm trying to figure out like, okay, I got to wait here for him to get in because I don't want to switch rooms right at this moment. It's going to be kind of weird, switching rooms as he's trying to walk into place. So we make that move happen after a little bit, but we were kind of on the fence, like I was saying, to decide if we even want to go in. And we're like, all right, let's do it. We get a spot down the hall. So we get down the hall, and then there's no light bulb in the lamp. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, I asked the guy, and in good, underground hotel fashion, he's like, yeah, man, why don't you just, go back to the other room and, take the other light bulb out and then leave the room key on the desk. I was like, all right, cool. So now we got a light bulb right above us. And so we kind of making that move. So,
mind you, I was
minor stuff.
I was asleep the entire time he was going through all this.
Yeah,
so,
you absolutely were.
Yeah, I was knocked out. I was, completely numb to all the adversities.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Our fellow man was going through. By the way, this man doesn't sleep.
No, I slept an hour this afternoon after about 2 hours and 47 minutes last night, and so I felt refreshed. It was a long drive too. You know what I mean? But sometimes the drive can put you to sleep. But it was a mentally long drive because it wasn't like, I'm just gonna chill and listen to the smooth R&B. It was like, mad phone calls.
No, bro, I can't do R&B in a drive, bro. That's a recipe for sleep.
It is, but there was mad people calling, all kinds of stuff going on.
Driving alone makes me sleepy, bro.
Yeah.
My wife usually drives. I've gotten a whole lot better over the last few years or so, but usually she does the driving. She loves driving, enjoys driving. I hate driving.
But let's show what you enjoy. Let's show the people. There he is. So there he is. That is live at the diner.
Live at the diner, man.
So that is a shot of the Flyster actually talking with his family right there. Actually, he wasn't handling the external business. He was handling that internal business. The hashtag good dad gang. Shout out to Ed and Term and Static and all them. Yo, man, good dad gang going on right there. But yeah, that's the spot right there, and you can't see the comedy place in the back. This is the front door that you're looking at, but back behind us is where all the magic room took place for the comedy. So, just wanted to show y'all Pete's. So shout out to Pete's one more time.
Shout out to the Banks clan, Sister Banks.
Yeah,
my wonderful wife.
Oh, and shout out to
Daisy, Trey.
Oh, keep going.
Jonah, Lauren, and
I
Kay.
forgot you go deep.
The Banks fam. Yeah, now my family run deep, man.
I was thinking he was on it. I was like, yo, I forgot. It's not like me. And shout out to these cats. I don't know if you can see this right here.
Pico de Gallo comedy.
Pico de Gallo comedy, yo. We gotta get that at an angle comedy. There's the scan, yo. Scan that if you can make that scan. But yeah, shout out to them. Norlex Belma, Jamie Wolf, Christiana Jackson, Jared Waters, Stan Lewis, and Andre Farfan.
3308 Broadway, Astoria,
yeah.
Queen. Shout out to them. We ran into them. Listen, so I was on a little call earlier today with Pro and Charlie, right? And so
y'all know who Charlie is. I hope
you know.
LD.
Hey, but now Charlie has a new nickname. He's Tyler Perry. So this man's out here, CEO, running, ripping, taking care of business, and he's acting at the same time. Y'all have no idea this man does everything. And of course, you already know he's a Swiss Army knife. And so we're in the comedy club, and then he just hits this switch, and now he's in comic mode with a group of comedians. The man has talent beyond measure, man. Like I just never know where it ends with this guy, man.
It's
it just never ends, man. He has too many talents.
Many different bags we carry.
You know what I mean? Wears a lot of different hats. I mean that literally too.
I couldn't find the hats all with bags, so I was like, I was like many different bags. I had another bag right here. Gotta have the bags, man. No, but for real, it's been a lot of fun. We gotta get to it, and we just want to shout y'all out, and thanks for checking in. And next Friday, when we doing this, we coming up on the club out here brought it to attention. We're coming up to middle October. Next week will be like the 15th. Excuse me. It'll be the 15th. That's the midway. And this club was like, we only open three more weeks, and then they close for the winter. They said the W word. And I'm doing the math. I'm like 15th, 22nd, 29th. That's 2 days before Halloween. I was saying it to Fly. He's from Mississippi. Doesn't exactly know the cold that we have.
We don't have those problems.
And he's like, I was like, yo, bro, in Boston, New York, like, Halloween time is when we start, shutting it down. You know what I'm saying? And this place was a quasi. I was saying part of the comedy. I was like, is this an indoor club or an outdoor club? Like the club can't tell yet. Like it was like a patio meets like a extension of the back room kind of thing, and it was sort of in between in the transition stage. It was going through changes.
A den, a sunroom, and a patio.
And then we started noticing. I mean, it's a pretty nice night, and a little cooler than yesterday. But yesterday was real warm, and we were looking. I'm like, oh, we outside, because they had windows, but there were no windows in the windows. But you felt like you were in a building. It was like they were building out the frame of a building, and just like mid-form, someone said, you know what? Let's just leave it like that.
Yeah,
right?
Let's call it a patio.
Yeah, yeah. Is patio, is that racially derogatory, like towards Irish people? I don't know. See, I think patio furniture, and I think we're being derogatory. I don't know. It feels.
Pete's.
I know patty wagon is wrong. You're not supposed to say that. So we Pete's. I don't know if Pete is very Irish, but
it sounded Irish to me. But I don't know. Peter sounds Irish.
Peter sounds Irish. I don't know if Peter is especially Irish. I think it's English. Yeah. I don't know. It's a strong name.
Well,
it means rock.
First of all, nothing's English.
Nothing's English. English is a homogenization.
Come on, somebody.
Taking everything. They want to be German.
English is not even English. Like we stole English from the English. You know what I mean? Like
Latin
English is.
You got the Latin Romance languages. You got the wannabe German thing that they are. I mean, you think about Anglo-Saxon. You think Saxon. You kind of think Germany, right? And it's like, where did you get the Saxon part? Like, how did Germany get involved with like London?
Make it all up, bro.
Absolutely. And then always splash a little Greek in there when you don't know what the other prefix. They go, what language is that? Oh, that's Greek. Yeah. Hippo mean. Okay, never mind. I was gonna hippopotamus. Hippo mean. Okay, never mind. Pota, hippo, water horse. Okay, that's my old Greek translations. Hippo. Let's leave him with an impression. I did Elf the other day for and it's not a good Elf. It's not like Yoda, the one that I never did before. Then 2 minutes later I had it down because it was in the same wheelhouse as a lot of others. It's poor, but Fee knows I do Elf, and so shout out to LD because he said that was a classic show, and he's right. I think they're trying to bring it back, but I don't know if that's gonna work. So Elf is that fuzzy little character, right? What does he eat? He eat cats.
Right?
He never really saw him eat a cat, but he always alluded to eating cats. He was from another planet. So anyways, this is my Elf, and I'm sticking with it. Oh, Willie! Hey! All right, so that's all I got. That was Elf. So that's my Elf. I'm out with that impression. And Fly seems like, what's up, Bradford Wilson?
What's up, B-Rad? That's the fam from Mississippi. Mississippi in the building. B-Rad, Sierra CC Banks.
Oh,
We
Willie.
got Chicago in the building.
Bradford
What's
Willie
up,
Wilson.
cuz?
Oh,
Edith Solomon. Shout out to the Solomon Truth fam. Check them out for all your financial needs.
all right.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
All right. We out of here, yo. New York.